travelling through for its excellent coffee. Mr. Speaker, this is good news for New Zealand.
Time for this debate has expired. Call private and local order of the day number 1.
Waitaki District Council reserves another land empowering bill, committee stage.
I declare the House in committee for consideration of the Waitaki District Council reserves and other land empowering bill. Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Speaker.
Yeah.
The House is in committee. Kia ora tātou. Good afternoon, honourable members. Now, we are in committee on the Waitaki District Council reserves and other land empowering bill, and the question that the committee has to consider first is that clause 1 stand par. Point of order, the honourable Chairman.
Can we just take all questions as one question, debate and put it together? Have you got an amendment, have you? Oh, sorry, I thought you wanted to get it through.
The member's perfectly entitled to ask. Seat leader. No. Member's trying to be helpful. So there's a bit, okay. Well, you guys run the House here. Here we go. I'm putting it. The question is order. The question is not yet. The question is that clause 1 stand par.
Mr. Chair.
I call the honourable member Jackie Dean.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm very happy to stand and take a call on clause 1 of this Waitaki District Council reserves and other land empowering bill, and in doing that I want to just perhaps explain to the House why I believe it is so important to go through this bill. Just with the leave of the members, just to set the scene for this bill, is that I think it's important that we do address those all the clauses in the entirety in this bill. Of course, clause 1 of the bill refers to, no, it's not actually. I'm trying to find my copy of the bill. I think it's important because there are members of the public back in Oamaru who care a lot about this bill and have had quite a bit of dialogue with the committee, and I think it's probably fair to them that this process is not truncated in any way, because if it is truncated in any way, they will not feel as if their word has been listened to. So, Mr. Speaker, the Waitaki District Council reserves and other land empowering bill does deal with 3 lots of land, one in Oamaru, one in Palmerston. Neither of those are controversial and were passed through the committee, but the third part of land, known as Forester Heights, has indeed been controversial throughout the passage of this bill through the Parliament and indeed in the local community, and that is why I think it is so important that we give good consideration to the entirety of this bill in this committee stage. And so I won't talk too much on the first 2 parcels of land, but Forester Heights was a land which was wrongly designated back in the 1930s as a reserve under the Reserves Act. Now, that designation, as it turns out, was wrong, and through the process of the consideration of this committee, it has been determined that actually the land was reserved in aid of borough funds. So it was an endowment in aid of borough funds. Once that is settled, the council then can dispose of the land as they wish, and it is that which has caused so much problems for some of the locals, is that they don't see the difference between the classification of the land and the use of the land. So with that full explanation, thank you, Mr. Chair.
The question is that clause 1 stand part. All those in favour, please say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. The question now is that clause 2 stand part. All those in favour, please say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. The question is that clause 3 stand part. But before we do that, we have an amendment in the name of the honourable member Eugenie Sage, and it's set out on SOP number 150. All those in favour.
Mr. Chair.
I call the honourable member Jackie Dean.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Supplementary order paper proposes that clause 3 be deleted from the bill. Now, the effect that would have is that Lookout Point or the Forester Heights portion of land could not be considered as part of that bill. Now, I think it's worth reminding the House and perhaps the Green member that in doing that goes against the wishes of the local authority. Now, this is their bill. This is not a government bill. This is not a member's bill. This is a local authority bill. The local authority wishes to have this matter dealt with in the Parliament, which is why they brought it to us. What the SOP does really is it might satisfy the wishes of the Green Party, but this is not about the wishes of the Green Party. This is a local bill. It is about what the local authority wants to do, and so therefore I will not be supporting it. Thank you,
Okay,
Mr.
well,
Chair.
before we put that thing, the question is that the amendment set out in SOP number 150 be agreed to. All those in favour, please say aye. To the contrary, no. Party vote call for? Clerk will please conduct a party vote. Thank you.
Yep. Because it's over.
New Zealand National.
59 votes opposed.
New Zealand Labour.
34 votes opposed.
Port Green Party.
14 votes in favour.
New Zealand First.
7 votes opposed.
Māori Party.
3 votes opposed.
Mana.
1 vote opposed. Make sure.
Act New Zealand.
1 opposed.
United Future.
1 opposed.
Any other votes?
Honourable members, the ayes are 14, the noes are 106. The amendment is not agreed to. The question now is that clause 3 stand part. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. The question now is that clause 4 stand part. All those in favour, please say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Aye.
The ayes have it. The question now is that clause 5 stand part, but before we do that, we have an amendment in the name of Eugenie Sage. It's an amendment to the cross-heading above clause 5 set out on SOP number 150.
Mr Chair.
I call the Honourable Member Nikki Kay.
Mr Chair, I'm very pleased to speak on the Waitaki District Council Reserves and other